Most of us don't struggle with time management because we're lazy. We struggle because we're human. And if you've ever ended a day wondering, where did all my time go? Or why didn't I get the important things done again? You're not alone. I used to do this every week. I kept thinking the solution was a new app, a better calendar system, or a stricter routine. But here's the brutal truth. Time management has almost nothing to do with tools, and almost everything to do with honesty. Honesty about what you choose. Honesty about what you avoid. Honesty about how you actually use your hours, not how you wish you used them. And that truth is uncomfortable. But it's also freeing. In this video, we're going to break down the real reasons people struggle with time, the ones most productivity videos skip over because they sound too harsh. But I want to share them with you gently, practically, and with examples from my own messy journey. By the end, you'll learn 5 truths that will completely change how you approach time and give you a system that actually works in real life, not just on paper. So take a breath. This might sting a little, but it will also give you clarity you didn't know you needed. Truth number 1. You don't need more time. You need fewer priorities. Most people think they need better time management because they're too busy, but more often, the real issue is that we're trying to fit 20 priorities into a day designed for 3. Let that sit for a moment. If you constantly feel overwhelmed, it's not because you're terrible at scheduling. It's because you're treating every task like it's equally important. I used to do this with my to-do lists. I'd write down everything, reply to emails, clean my room, start a new project, maybe learn a new skill because it sounded nice. But by the end of the day, the only things left undone were the important ones. Think of your day like a suitcase. If you try stuffing everything in at once, the zipper won't close. But if you put the biggest items in first, the essentials, everything else fits around them. So here's the practical tip. Identify your top 2 tasks each day. Just to do them first. Everything else is optional. And here's the pitfall. Don't confuse urgent with important. A buzzing phone feels urgent. Your long-term goals never buzz, but they're the ones that shape your life. Truth number 2. You're not tired. You're Here's the uncomfortable reality. Many of us aren't lacking energy, weird, drowning in noise, notifications, microtasks, constant switching, jumping from app to app, tab to tab, thought to thought. It drains you more than actual work does. I once spent a whole evening too tired to study, but somehow had the energy to scroll TikTok for 2 hours. So clearly, I wasn't tired. I was overstimulated and mentally scattered. There was a week I tried tracking my focus time. I discovered that for every 10 minutes of work, I checked something, messages, email, or something random. But because my brain got used to constant novelty, so here's the practical tip. Try the reset minute. Before starting any task, sit still for 60 seconds. No phone, no noise. Just pause. It sounds simple, but it resets your mind from chaotic consumption mode to intentional work mode. Here's the pitfall. Don't expect your brain to focus if you feed it constant stimulation. You can't sprint mentally all day and then expect to run a marathon of productivity. Truth number 3. You don't lack discipline. You lack a system that works when you're not motivated. Motivation is amazing when it's there, but time management falls apart the second you rely on motivation alone. What you need is a system that still works on your worst days. Here's a simple one I use. The 3-to-1 method. 3 hours of deep work today. 2 medium tasks. 1 small maintenance task. That's it. It's simple enough to do even when you're exhausted, and flexible enough to work with any schedule. One week I had a ton of deadlines and almost no energy. But even then, I could still do 3 hours of focused work, 2 admin tasks, and 1 small thing like cleaning my desk. It kept my life from spiraling even when I felt like I was spiraling. Here's the pitfall. Don't design routines for your ideal future self. Design routines for the tired, stressed, unmotivated version of you, because that version shows up more often than we'd like to admit. Truth number 4. You can't manage time if you don't measure it. This is the truth almost everyone avoids. You can't improve your relationship with time without seeing how you actually spend it. And yes, this part is uncomfortable. The first time I tracked my day, I realized I wasn't too busy to work out. I was spending 1 hour browsing random stuff every morning. I wasn't too tired to read. I was watching videos late into the night. A friend once told me she had no time to work on her side project. I asked her to track her screen time for 1 week. Her total, 21 hours of social media. That's a part-time job. So here's the practical tip. Track your day for 3 days, not forever just 3 days. Write down blocks of time roughly. Work, commute, entertainment, chores, and random scrolling. No judgment, just awareness. And here's the pitfall. Don't try to micromanage. Every minute, you're not building a prison schedule.